Hello students, now in this video we are going to discuss about the next structure and next topic about TI plasmid. Okay, we are going to discuss about next cloning vector TI plasmid. Now you know very well about the plasmid. What are the plasmids? You know very well, these are present in bacteria. So similarly, what happen with TI plasmid? Now what are TI plasmid? Especially this is the name of TI plasmid. Just like you have listened about before in previous video about the PBR 322. PBR 322, this is the name of the cloning vector. Okay, so just like PBR 322, this is the another cloning vector. This is also a cloning vector TI plasmid, and this is also a cloning vector PBR 322, but this is artificially synthesized cloning vector PBR 322 by Bolivar Rodriguez scientist. Okay, this is the synthesized or artificially synthesized cloning vector. But here the TI plasmid, that is naturally occurring plasmid, that is present in bacteria, especially Agrobacterium tumefaciens. This is present especially Agrobacterium tumefaciens. This is the name of bacteria, Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Clear? So this is present especially this bacteria. This is the name of bacteria where TI plasmid is present. Just like you can say कि plasmid are present in bacteria, but TI plasmid is especially present in Agrobacterium tumefaciens. This is the name of bacterium. Okay, where this plasmid is present. Now why we are using why we are using this type of cloning vector, especially TI plasmid? Yeah, what is the role of TI plasmid? So TI plasmid, especially this is used for transferring the desired gene. This is used for transferring the desired gene or DNA into the plants, especially dicot plant. Clear? Now dicot, you can say dicot are those plants where two cotyledons are present. Okay, you have studied in 11th class also, so we are not discussing about the dicot plant in detail. Now especially we are discussing here that how the gene are transferred into the plants. So with the help of this cloning vector, especially TI plasmid, so this TI plasmid especially used to transfer the gene, to carry the gene, it especially in dicot plant. It means to say कि how can we transfer the gene in dicot plant? So in dicot plant we can transfer the gene by using the TI plasmid. Clear? So here with the help of TI plasmid we can transfer the gene, desired gene. Okay, so this is the role of TI plasmid. Clear? You must have to remember here, this is the very important part, tDNA. Especially in TI plasmid the most important part is tDNA, where the gene which we have to transfer, we have to ligate here. क्लियर? जो भी जीन हमें ट्रांसफ़र करना है उस जीन को हम क्या करेंगे, इस वाले पार्ट में लाइगेट कर देंगे. नाउ इट मीन टू से द मीन्स ऑफ द लाइगेशन, सपोज दैट दिस इज द DNA. Okay, so this DNA we have to transfer in dicot plant. So first this DNA we will have to ligate here, like in this part. Clear? So how can we ligate here? So first we will make a cut in this DNA part. Okay, so after making the cut, now similar cut we will have to make by same enzyme in this part here also. That's why we can ligate easily this enzyme. So here you have to remember कि first before transferring the gene, before transferring the DNA, first we have to make a cut, like in such a position, you can say like in staggered form. Clear? Like this is the cut, and also we will make a cut also here like this. Okay, Now again you can see, suppose that this is the DNA which we have to transfer. So first we have to make a cut like this, and also we will also make a cut like this. Okay, and same restriction enzyme we will use here. Okay, we will make a cut by restriction endonuclease enzyme. That's why we can make a cut on same site for making a sticky end. Okay, so must have to remember before transferring the gene, during the transferring the gene, for ligating the gene, we will have to make a sticky end. So for making the sticky end, the same restriction endonuclease is required on same site. First we make a cut here, and similar cut by same enzyme we will make here also for ligation, and also the ligation is carried by the another enzyme like ligase. Okay, it mean to say यहाँ पर अगर हम जीन को अगर हम यहाँ लाइगेट करेंगे तो दो तरह के एंजाइम, कट करने के लिए कौन सा होगा, रेस्ट्रिक्शन एंडोन्यूक्लियस एंजाइम, और उसको लिंक करने के लिए कौन सा होगा, मस्ट हैव टू रिमेंबर ligase. Suppose that this enzyme we will have to link here. This is the desired DNA fragment. So this desired DNA fragment we will have to link in tDNA part like this. tDNA part, this is the whole tDNA part where we have to link the desired DNA fragment for transferring the desired DNA into the dicot plant. Okay, this is that how can be ligate the desired DNA here. Okay, so now this structure, now you can say this this structure we will say here recombinant plasmid. Okay, you can say here this is the recombinant TI plasmid. Now why? Because of having the desired DNA fragment. यहाँ पर क्या हो गया, यहाँ पर हमने desired DNA fragment को ट्रांसफर कर दिया. That's why the new plasmid is called recombinant TI plasmid. So that is ready for transferring the transferring this gene into the dicot plant. Okay, so here this is the process that how can we transfer the desired DNA into the dicot plant. Here you can see easily, like this is the Agrobacterium tumefaciens bacterium, from where we take the TI plasmid like this, and in this TI plasmid this is the transferred part tDNA. Okay, you can see here also like this. Clear? This is the TI plasmid that is obtained from bacterium Agrobacterium tumefaciens. So now with the help of this TI plasmid we will have to transfer the desired DNA or DNA. Clear? So how can we transfer this DNA now? So DNA, first like this DNA we will have to transfer in the plant. So first this DNA we will have to ligate in this tDNA part like here. Okay, here this is ligated. Clear? You can see here this is ligated here with the help of enzyme restriction and DNA ligase. These both enzymes are used for making the recombinant TI plasmid. Okay, must have to remember, when the desired DNA or foreign DNA ligated into the plasmid, the new structure that is formed is called the recombinant plasmid or recombinant DNA. Plasmid is also a DNA, so this is called the recombinant plasmid. Okay, यहाँ पर DNA ट्रांसफर करने के बाद जो स्ट्रक्चर पूरी बन चुकी है, that is called the recombinant TI plasmid. Now this TI plasmid will transfer later the this gene. Okay, so how the gene is transfer into the plant cell? तो क्या करेंगे, this TI plasmid will cultured in the plant cell. प्लांट सेल के साथ प्लांट का कोई भी पार्ट लेगा कि चाहे वो सीड हो चाहे लीफ हो, उनके साथ इस रिकम्बिनेंट प्लाज्मिड को क्या कर देंगे, उसके साथ हम कल्चर करना शुरू कर देंगे, जिससे कि दिस tDNA is transferred into the plant cell. Now you can see here that how the DNA is transferred into the now you can see here that how the desired DNA is transferred into the plant cell. Okay, this is the way of transferring, that how the TI plasmid transfer its desired DNA into the plant cell. So suppose that this is the bacterium. Okay, this is the bacterium, and that bacterium will transfer this tDNA into the plant cell. ये plant का क्या है, this is the main chromosome, main DNA of the plant. तो यहाँ पर जो TI plasmid है वो TI plasmid डायरेक्टली विल ट्रांसफर इट्स tDNA. ओके, जो tDNA पार्ट होता है TI प्लाज्मिड में वो यहाँ पर ट्रांसफ़र हो जाएगा, एंड दिस विल हैव द डिजायर्ड DNA ऑल्सो. क्लियर. तो इस तरह से द DNA ऑफ डिजायर्ड करेक्टर विल बी ट्रांसफर टू द प्लांट सेल, एंड प्लांट सेल विल हैव द डिजायर्ड करेक्टर, एंड दैट विल ग्रो विल डिजायर्ड करेक्टर्स. और इस तरह से क्या होगा, जो प्लांट सेल होगी, जो न्यू प्लांट बनेगा, दैट विल हैव द डिजायर्ड करेक्टर ऑफ द traits. Now this is the way of transferring the gene with the help of TI plasmid into the plant cells. Okay, still if you have any confusion, then you can discuss with me.